Welcome to Anonymous Tarot. I'm Cleo, and I'm here with my co-host Billy, and today we're diving into the symbolism of the lovers. Let's draw our card and see what the universe has in store for us.
I'm feeling a sense of excitement and nervousness as we draw our card. The Lovers is often associated with relationships, love, and choices.
The Lover's card is all about the tension between desire and commitment. It's a card of heart-centered decision-making, where we must weigh our personal values against the needs of others.
That resonates with me on a deep level. The Lovers can also represent the internal conflict between our rational and emotional selves. Are we guided by logic or our intuition?
Exactly. The Lovers also speaks to the idea of being true to ourselves and our deepest desires. It's a call to listen to our inner voice and trust our instincts.
I like to think of the Lovers as a reminder that our choices have consequences. We must be mindful of the ripple effects of our decisions and be willing to take responsibility for them.
The Lovers is a card that has been shrouded in mystery for centuries, originating from ancient Greek mythology. It's associated with the union of Apollo and Daphne, a myth that explores the themes of love, desire, and transformation.
I love how this myth is often seen as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked desire. Daphne, the nymph, is transformed into a tree to escape Apollo's advances, leaving us to wonder about the nature of love and its power to shape our lives.
The symbolism of Daphne's transformation is also deeply connected to the cycles of life and death. Her tree form represents the eternal and the natural world, while Apollo's pursuit represents the world of human emotion and desire.
That's a beautiful insight, Cleo. I think this myth also speaks to the idea that love can be both a source of transformation and a source of pain. Apollo's love for Daphne becomes an all-consuming force that ultimately leads to her escape, but also leaves her forever changed.
Yes, and it's also worth noting that this myth has been interpreted as a representation of the divine feminine and the power of nature. Daphne's rejection of Apollo's advances can be seen as a rejection of patriarchal dominance and the need to reclaim one's own power and agency.
I think that's a fascinating aspect of this myth, and one that speaks to the universal human experience of seeking autonomy and self-expression in the face of societal expectations. It's a powerful reminder that our choices have consequences and that we must always be mindful of the choices we make.
In dreams, the Lover's card often presents a union that's not necessarily romantic. It might represent a deep connection with oneself, a reconciliation with a part of the self that's been fragmented, or even a reunion with a past aspect of our psyche.
I see the Lovers as a representation of the push and pull of desire and restraint. In a dream, this could be a manifestation of our inner conflict between what we want and what we know we should do.
This internal struggle can be a sign that we're on the cusp of a major decision or transformation. The Lover's card can indicate a need to weigh our options carefully and consider the potential consequences of our choices.
But what if this union is not just about personal growth, but also about our relationship with the world around us? Perhaps the Lover's card is urging us to find balance and harmony in our relationships with others and the natural world.
In many ancient cultures, the Lover's card is associated with the sacred marriage between the god and goddess. This archetype represents the union of masculine and feminine energies, which can be a powerful symbol for healing and wholeness.
This sacred marriage can also be seen as a representation of the union between the conscious and subconscious mind. The Lover's card can be a reminder to listen to our intuition and trust our inner wisdom.
The Lover's card represents a moment of choice, a fork in the road where two paths converge. It's a symbol of the push and pull of desire, passion, and relationships. In the human experience, this card can represent a time when we're torn between two opposing forces, like loyalty and independence, or creativity and stability.
I think this card also speaks to the fragility of human connection. It's easy to get caught up in the thrill of romance or the excitement of a new idea, but what happens when reality sets in and we are left to confront the imperfections and vulnerabilities of another person.
That's a beautiful way to put it, Billy. The Lover's card can also represent the desire for wholeness and completion, a longing to integrate different aspects of ourselves or find our true partner in life. It's a reminder that our true fulfillment comes from within, and that relationships are merely a reflection of our inner world.
I love how you tie that back to personal growth, Cleo. The Lover's card can also be a call to confront our own shadow selves, to integrate the parts of us that we've been trying to hide or suppress. It's a reminder that our relationships are a reflection of our own inner struggles and desires.
That's a really important point, Billy. The Lover's card can also represent the power of commitment and vulnerability in relationships. It's a reminder that true intimacy requires us to be willing to take risks and confront our fears, rather than trying to control or manipulate others.
I think that's where the card gets really interesting, Cleo. When we are willing to surrender our need for control and trust the process, we open ourselves up to the possibility of deep connection and true love. It's a reminder that relationships are a journey, not a destination.
As we've explored the Lover's card, we've seen the union of two energies, two aspects of the self. Now, let's turn the card over and look at its dark side. The Lovers in disarray suggests a tumultuous relationship, a collision of opposing forces. This could be a relationship that's no longer serving us, or a part of ourselves that's no longer aligned.
I love how this card can also represent the fragmentation of the self. When we're no longer in harmony with our own dualities, we can feel like we are losing ourselves. The Lovers in disarray can be a reminder to look within, to reconcile the parts of us that are at odds with each other.
This card can also suggest that we're not being true to ourselves. We may be putting on a mask, pretending to be one person in front of others, while our true nature is another. The Lovers in disarray can be a call to authenticity, to embracing our inner contradictions and finding balance within.
I think there's also a sense of longing in this card. When we are not in harmony with ourselves, we may be yearning for something more, something that will bring us back to balance. The Lovers in disarray can be a reminder that we are not yet whole, that we are still searching for that missing piece.
This card can also represent the fear of being alone, of losing the sense of connection we have with others. But what if this disarray is actually an opportunity for growth, for finding ourselves in solitude? The Lovers in disarray can be a reminder that we don't need external validation to be whole.
I think that's a beautiful way to look at it, Cleo. When we are willing to confront our own disarray, we may find that we are capable of more than we ever thought possible. The Lovers in disarray can be a call to brave the unknown, to find our own inner truth.
The Carry is a beautiful, yet poignant, reminder that relationships are not just about external actions, but also about the weight we carry within ourselves. In the context of the Lovers, the Carry suggests that our choices and relationships are tied to our own emotional and psychological well-being.
I love how you framed it, Cleo. The idea that our relationships are a reflection of our own inner world is so profound. The Carry also speaks to the idea that our choices have consequences, not just for others, but also for ourselves.
Exactly. The Carry can also represent the weight of past relationships, unresolved emotions, or unfulfilled desires. It's as if we're carrying around emotional baggage that can either hold us back or propel us forward.
That's a great point, Cleo. The Carry can also symbolize the idea that our relationships are a form of self-care. When we choose someone or something that nurtures and supports us, we are essentially carrying ourselves forward.
I see what you mean, Billy. The Carry can also represent the tension between two opposing forces, like yin and yang. Our choices and relationships are constantly in flux, and the Carry reminds us to stay attuned to our own inner balance.
That's a beautiful way to put it, Cleo. The Carry is indeed a call to listen to our own inner wisdom and trust our intuition. By doing so, we can create more harmonious and balanced relationships that reflect our true selves.
The cards have spoken.
We'll see you at the next draw.